Tips about onboarding. Hi, nice you're there. It's me, John Behrens, and I'm going to tell you something about onboarding processes. It's going to be 5 tips, and they're going to work no matter where you're onboarding on. If you get new customers on your platform, if you get new customers for your gym, or if you get new employees or workers inside your project, inside your team, it doesn't matter. These 5 tips work it all the time. Today I'm here at the Skandinavian Kai in Lübeck in Germany, and this is where all the ferries goes to Scandinavia. They're going to Finland, they're going to Sweden, and some are going to the Balticum as well, I think. And this onboarding processes are highly optimized because there should be no delays when getting this vehicles on the ferry. I'm going to give you 5 tips about your onboarding processes for digital products or for your employees in the team, no matter what you do. Tip number 1 is set the welcome feeling, and it's really important. If somebody's joining your product, your team, you have to satisfy him that he is welcome. Because if he doesn't feel welcome, if he feels like a disturbance, something might not work out. For example, if you come to a company and they say, "Oh, we did not know you're coming today," you will be disappointed. It's the first time. If you come to a company and there are a piece of flowers on your desk and they say, "Oh, nice to be here, you are here. Here's your new coffee cup and here's your blog to write and here are all the login data," then you're gonna create a feeling of being welcome and being on the right place, and that's really important. Number 2 is show the structure and process of your onboarding to the onboarded customer or employee. This is really important, and there's one trick behind it. Some companies, some organizations, they do not know how their processes work, and this will only work if you are yourself sure what's needed to onboard, what the process is, and what needs to be done. So if you work this out to a newbie on your platform, newbie on your team, you have to search for your process, and it will help yourself to optimize your processes. That's why this one is important, and that's a good tip to start with it. So when somebody's new is coming on, write everything down, and with the next one you can improve it. This helps you to organize the structure yourself, and it helps a lot for everybody who's new where to go. Here you see the vehicles boarding on, and there's somebody introducing them in which direction to go. That's also needed if you go onboarding wherever you do it. So explanation how your processes work, what needs to be done, does account needs to be created, does things needs to be signed, do you need to explain where the restroom is, if it's on stage mostly, and explain which systems are used if it's something digital. Tip number 2, explain the structure of onboarding and of the organization he is working in. One example of structural onboarding is even explaining the rules here. It's you have to wear a vest, safety vest, to enter the port area. Maybe there are certain rules in your company. These belong to the onboarding and explanation of structure. This one are a bit longer to explain. Tip number 3 or phase number 3 is enable performance, set the lights on green. So the onboarded can start in performing. If he's a customer using your product, he should get into the use mode. Or if he's an employee, he should get to perform his work. This is really important because performance creates trust, and performance creates opportunity for feedback. So he can see if it's actually working out, and you can see if he is working fine, if the product was the right one, and you could see if everything is done for the check-in. So if you have a check-in process, onboarding process, if he has the right accounts, if the platform is working, if he knows where everything is needed to done, if he's going to performance, you get feedback really fast, and you can improve if something is not working. Tip number 3. Tip number 4 is prove what you declared. You will have been in negotiations before you started your partnership, and at one point you're going to prove how it's declared. For example, if you get on this ferry and you booked a nice cabin, which should be luxury, and you come in, it's not luxury, the customer will not be happy about it. The same is about job relationships. I've never met a place where they lie so much as in job interviews. Mostly they tell us the stuff and you come there and everything is different. I've been onboarded in the company one time and it was chaotic, but it was not so bad for me. I came there and the desk was not built, I had to build it myself, there was no computer and even there was no shield at the door of the company. But when they hired me, the people told me, greets to Irvin and Gerald if they listened to me once, oh, we found it on your company, we are not sure if everything is fixed until your start date. So I was not disappointed because that is what I expected. If you tell other stuff like everything is working well and you come there and it's chaotic, it's not going to work out. For the ship, for example, I think it's going now, at least one of them. Well, if you book the ticket and you come there and there's actually a ship, it's already trust created. If the cabin is luxury as well as you booked it, or the breakfast is great, you're more satisfied. So, tip 4 is be honest about what to sell, so the customer or the employee going to be satisfied when he sees it. If somebody's not working well, just tell it. Be honest. Tell, oh, you're our first employee, or we have had problems with our onboarding process, but we are sure to fix it. Then he does not have bad explanations about it and not going to be disappointed. Tip number 4. Tip number 5 is establish a constructive partnership, and this one is really important. No matter if it's customer or if it's a employee in your company, you should enable them to create value out of working with you, and you can learn from each other. The customer or employee can improve its skills, and you could improve your product or your organization by working together with them. So learning from each other to create a productive partnership. See what's their needs. It helps you, and it's an important part of onboarding. Just instead of placing somebody and tell that's how the work works, learn from each other, improve everything, your product and your onboarding process, your organizations, by onboarding new people to it. Thank you for listening.